Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Interviews is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Drinks and Destination, a handy guide to the world of wine, spirits and more, along with a dip into travels around the world.
You're listening to TFG Interviews.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is another episode of the TFG Interview Podcast, and now, this is where we get all the players, the coaches, anyone related to sports to your front, and talk to them and ask them about their careers and what they look forward to. Now today we have a football player, and he goes by the name NS Manju. He was a former Bengaluru FC. He was there, part of their squad since till last year. Now Chiranjeet was in conversation with him. Hey Chiranjeet, what's up?
Yeah, NS Manju is one of those players we remember fondly from the Bob Houghton era, and the name of him before him. He really got a good time with the national team before injury came and sort of messed up things for him. He was a good, he had a good time in Mohun Bagan. He played for Mahindra United, and he's one of those players, the proper son of Karnataka, who Bengaluru FC signed when they first came into existence in 2013, because they wanted to have that local flavor up front. So he played for them for a while, but injuries and other issues kept plaguing. So last season he didn't really get much game time because of that. But I really wanted to talk to him because the memories I have of him playing in the I-League, the National Football League, and the national team. So we had a good chat, short one, and he detailed his plans for comeback and the aspirations he still has at this stage in his career, and what he how he plans to achieve them.
Yeah, well, let's head on with the conversation then.
You have been, around for a long time. You started off back in 2003. That's about good 14, 15 years ago. Where did your journey as a footballer really start? I mean, before you joined HAL, where did you actually begin?
Actually, I'm a product of Sports Authority of Karnataka.
Okay.
It's called Department of Youth Services and Sports. I was there since 8th standard. I was in a junior hostel. Later on, I shifted to, depend on my performance, they put to a senior hostel.
Okay.
So it's called the Sports Authority of Karnataka. So from later on, I underwent under 19 of the played under 19 of Karnataka state team. Later, for that, based on that performance, I got a national camp. So the coach was the currently Stephen Constantine. He supported me while playing for state team. So I got a national call. So in that, in 2003, I got a national call from Stephen Constantine. At that time, the assistant coach was Mr. Satyavan Balan.
Okay.
So I got selected for almost all. It was like the camp was like more than 80 to 100 players.
Okay.
So luckily I got selected. Later on, my journey started. My first trip with the national team, UK, England. Later on, we won the NS Trophy in Wales. So I got a chance to join HAL that time in 2003. So basically, my football career starts from Sports Authority of Karnataka under the guidance of Mr. Dadape. They called me to play a second division day at that time. At that time, HL and HAL and ITI were the two biggest team in Bangalore. I got an opportunity to play for HAL for the second division club. So based on performance, that I got a call from Mr. Ashad Hussain. So that time, Mahindra assistant coach. And Henry Minges, and as well as the coach was Mr. David Booth.
Okay.
So I got an opportunity like that. So I started my professional career with Mahindra.
Okay. So before that, it was on a junior contract with HAL.
Yeah, HL just for it's like for 3 months.
Okay.
On loan from DSS, Department of Youth Services at Board.
All right. So you were, what was the experience like, first time at the age of 16 or 17 playing at a big club like Mahindra United? Like
the experience, I never went to play like a state or something. Like with the big players. At that time, the big names were called Mahesh Gawade, Deepak Patel, Venkatesh. So many big names. So it was so excited. At the young age, I got an opportunity to play legends like Venkatesh, Mahesh Gawade, Deepak Patel, Yadav, and then recently I-League One, the coach Mr. Khalid Jamil. They backed me very well, and I learned the things. I was so excited. At the young age, I got an opportunity. I was very much excited. I can't tell how much excited I was, but it was a great opportunity for every youngster to learn from senior legends like so many players. So it was my life or something. So I learned a lot of things from these players.
And right after that, your next big move was towards Mohun Bagan. And you had like a pretty solid few seasons with them, and I think like you got the best Indian player from FPI awards in 2009 as well. So what was the like? How different was it? Because Mahindra United, back then it was the height of professionalism in Indian football. From there, you moved to a club which is, has a lot of pressure from supporters every time you go out to play. So how was the shift, and how did you handle it?
So on the first season of Mahindra, it was a learning experience. The second season, we won the National League and the Federation Cup after 10 years under the guidance of Mr. Derek Pereira. So it was a quite learning experience. Later on, I got matured. As a professional, I got an opportunity to play for Mohun Bagan. So it's called a Mecca of Indian football. So every professional football player dream is to play in one season at Calcutta. I got an opportunity to play for 3 seasons. So it was an amazing experience, especially the derby match playing against East Bengal in front of a crowd of more than 1 lakh. So I didn't feel the pressure, but I was very excited. I didn't call it as a pressure. I was very excited, and I was very much into my my performance. I need to show my performance. I was very much excited regarding that. I didn't feel any pressure from which I was in 3 years with Mohun Bagan. I didn't feel any pressure, but I was very much concerned about my performance, how I need to do. It was so the people will be looking forward regarding the team, the passion. That's what it's called a Mecca of Indian football. So it's a great opportunity to play for Mohun Bagan for quite long 3 years. So especially the derby match. I played more than 12 derby matches. We lost only 2. That's the important 2.
Obviously, everybody remembers exactly what you did in the derby, like no matter what you did elsewhere. But around the same time, I mean, when you were in Mahindra itself, you started to play for the Indian national team, and you were playing in some pretty big stages, like the Gold Cup or the Asian Cup qualifiers. So how did you break for the national team came around? The senior national team.
Senior national team I started my junior national team with Mr. Stephen Constantine. Later on stages after Stephen Constantine, Mr. came. So I got an opportunity to play for AFC qualifier in the senior team. So based on performance, later on after 9 months, Mr. Bagan came.
Yeah.
So based on performance, due to injuries, somehow, so I got an opportunity. I got a call up from senior team.
Yeah.
And Bagan as well as Sukhwinder Singh.
Yeah.
So my first senior game was in against Calcutta. Against Saudi Arabia in Calcutta.
Okay.
Might be, I don't remember properly. Might be. So I got an opportunity like this. So I was performing well with Mahindra, as well as in the under-19s and under-23s. So as well as we got matured in under-19s and under-23s. Somehow, if we perform well, we got an opportunity to play for senior national team, like how it's going now.
Yeah.
So I got an opportunity at that time itself. So I got a call for senior national team.
So, but you were, the 2005-2006 was, a very interesting time in your career. Like you went to play the Gold Cup in Pakistan, and not many contemporary athletes in India have that experience of playing in Pakistan. And you are a defender. Goals are a rarity for you, but you scored a goal, I think, against Maldives in Pakistan. So, do you have any memory of that goal?
Yeah, especially the defenders own much goals. So I scored very less, but how can I forget that goal? Especially scoring for country in a semi-final match. That too, the country won 1-0. It was a flying head goal, assisted by Mr. Syed Rahim Nabi.
Yeah.
So I remember it was a pretty good team, Maldives. So we were looking for goals, and luckily the goal came from me in the corner.
Yeah.
So 1-0 we won.
Yeah.
It was the first goal for the country.
Yeah.
So it is very special for me.
Yeah, and then you scored next year against Saudi Arabia, right? Which was an even bigger goal, although we lost that match pretty badly. Right. So
scoring against a World Cup team in Saudi Arabia, and we lost very badly.
Yeah.
But scoring a goal in that means for a defender.
Yeah.
That too I remember. That was assisted by Mr. Rennie.
Yeah.
The goals were coming like I can't say how I score or something.
Yeah.
But I like scoring.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but around the same time also, I think the struggles with injuries started a little bit around that time itself.
Actually, my major injury happened in Nehru Cup in 2009.
Okay.
Match against Lebanon. My first major injury. My fifth metatarsal got broken in 2009. So I couldn't part for the rest of the game.
Okay.
In the match against Lebanon. My fifth metatarsal got broken. First major injury.
Okay. So so that was when sort of things started to go a bit downhill. But one of the moves that sort of came as a bit of a surprise was that you went and joined United Sikkim after you played for Mohun Bagan. Right. Was it prompted a little bit by the injury?
No, it's not depend on injury.
Yeah.
Actually, we were preparing for 2011 Asian Cup.
Yeah.
So many players will be in camp for almost more than 6 months, more than 8 months actually.
Yeah.
So we will be touring for Spain as well as Portugal.
Yeah.
So our contracts were under the AFS. Later on, due to some personal things, some family issues, I couldn't join I Club.
Okay.
So that's why I left. So I told my family things that they will be there, so I couldn't join I Club.
Yeah.
So Baichingute gave me an offer to play for United Sikkim.
Okay.
So that's how it went. That's how I joined the United Sikkim. due to family reason, but not for injury concern or even before joining United Sikkim.
Yeah.
I was with the national team.
Yeah.
So later on, due to United.
Yeah. But that first season in second division in United Sikkim was such a surreal thing, because so many national team players were playing in that second division club. Right, Renedy was there, you were there, Baichung was playing when he could. So what was it like? I mean, you were playing so long in the top division. Suddenly, you are in the second division, but with some of the best players in the country, and in a very entirely new new place altogether. Like, it was probably the first time you played out of a team from the Northeast. So, what was that experience like?
So, I didn't feel much difference. Firstly, already I was playing with the same kind of, so it couldn't. But the schedule compared to the I-League and second day was that time, it was very much every alternate you have to play for the second. In the second division, every alternate you have to play matches.
Yeah.
But there won't be much travel.
Yeah.
The rest period will be compared to I-League.
Yeah.
Very less.
Okay.
But I didn't feel much difference that playing with the second division was because I was with the national team with players like Renedy, Baichung, Mr. Suresh, for the East Bengal. So many players will be in the national team. So I didn't feel difference. We couldn't get the result what we expected.
Okay.
So that was the thing.
Yeah, and then after a loan spell at Pune FC, the sort of things changed when Bengaluru FC came into prominence. Right, I mean, Bengaluru FC was established in 2013, and you were that that one big signing, right? A player from Karnataka who represents the soil, who has played extensively for the Indian national team, and you were joining Bengaluru FC, and you were expected to be one of the big names in the squad. How was that first season like? Just making history by winning the league on the very first attempt.
Always winning a league is so special. That too, winning a league in a first debut season, it will be some more special, especially in the home soil, winning with the home team. Yeah, always it feels me as special. Yeah. So it's like winning a first league with Mahindra and winning a first league with the BFC on the debut season. Yeah, it's always like a very special. Especially the credit goes to the player as well as management. So, because coaching staff, they put the sessions very well. Where we progress. It was like the result was the entire team. The result was the entire team on the field, off the field, the players' preparation before the match. Yeah. So playing for the home team in front of a home crowd is always very special. That too, for the icing for the cake means winning I-League in a debut season. Yeah. And we keep performing for the rest of the next year. For 2 years. Yeah. Yeah. So, you were back. Did you feel much of a difference? When things started, when you first joined the club and it sort of, the first practice sessions, did it feel like this club was different from the others in any way? Yeah, definitely. Compared to professionalism and diet, actually I played for so many clubs. Mahindra. At that time, Mahindra was a very big and professional club. Yeah. Later in the stages, Mohun, Bagan and United Sikkim. Compared to all those things, I feel like Bengaluru FC was more professionalism than the big clubs. Now it's the other teams also continuing to they are making into the professionals, like off the field, the players and the food, the diet, and how. So now everything is like taking into granted. It means they are making that professionalism. They are bringing the professionalism into the team. But I feel like after playing with so many clubs, I feel Bengaluru FC was so special, and with the professionalism, like on the field and off the field, even the passion, even taking out for a dinner for the entire team, and taking out for some fun, this thing. So that thing that like we did some fancy dresses for Christmas party, all these things were the new thing for us.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was the unity in the team.
Yeah.
So that's why we won the championship, I feel like.
Yeah.
So Mr. Ashley Westwood and Mr. Pradyum Reddy, they bring the professionalism on the field and out there. They taken care well for the entire team. So that's why we are still performing, still winning the league, and even the greater achievements like reaching the AFC final.
Yeah.
So it's a greater ride.
Yeah. So it has been like all this time you're playing in Bengaluru FC, arguably the best club in the country in recent times. But at the same time, you were still struggling with a few injuries, right? Could you share some of that experience with us?
No, injury is a part and parcel of the game.
Yeah.
Nobody knows when it will happen. So even we can't avoid it.
Yeah.
But once we fall down, how we get up is very much important for any player.
Yeah.
So I am falling down, but I am rising again and again. So that's only I can say. But still I am working hard. I am pushing myself, getting back into shape. So football is in my blood.
Yeah. So
I am working hard for it. So I am not concerned about any injuries or something. Survival is the fittest. So I am working hard.
Yeah.
So definitely one or the other day I will get it. Opportunity to get this thing.
Okay.
I'm not worrying about that much injury or sick injury.
Okay. So what's the comeback process has been like? I mean, you have not played a competitive match since you played against Mahindra United in AFC Cup. I think that was last year. So the comeback process. I mean, you have a job as well. How are you managing everything, and what's the plan? Is there a particular path that you have chosen to make a comeback in the scene?
For the particular path means working hard. That is the only path to come back to. If you want to rise again, just go and do your work. Means just go and work hard for what you want. If you want to achieve something, means you have to sort out every day. Yeah. Morning and evening the sessions to take care of me well, the diet and everything. Yeah. So if I am doing well, means definitely I will get an opportunity to come back and to play at the professional level. So I am looking forward to it.
So do you want to be in the ISL draft upcoming?
Of course, definitely. So Mr. Venkat and my entire team is in that process only. Yeah. TRP agency and Mr. Venkat is in that process only. Yeah. So hope I will get an opportunity to play with some among big players or some. Hope I will come back soon. I will come back. I will be in an action.
Yeah. So I don't think you have played in ISL yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be another big milestone in your career, playing in the ISL. If an I-League club comes with an offer, would you prefer that to being in the ISL draft?
Let's see. If I didn't get an ISL, the motive is I need to play. Yeah. With this thing. If I get an opportunity in ISL, definitely I will choose ISL. Yeah. So if I didn't pick in a draft or something. Yeah. So I need to look after some other thing if I need to play. Otherwise I will waste the entire 1 year. So let's see how it goes. But my first choice is ISL.
Okay. Okay. So thanks so much for talking to us. And I've been a fan of yours for a while. Ever since you started playing for the national team, and we came to Mohun Bagan as well. And hope to see you back in action soon in whichever league you play. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks so much.
Well, that was a great conversation there, and hopefully we see him back in action, just like he said, and he's looking forward to playing more, and of course he has some more years left in him. And Chiranjit, are you still hopeful that he'll be in good shape and come back? Will he have the same touch as he had earlier, like you used to see him?
It's time, he has been out of the action long enough, and we all miss his presence in the defense and his activeness during set pieces, especially in the final third. So I really want to see him back in action and playing in ISL League wherever he's playing, and see where he can go from there.
Yeah, well, let's see how that goes about. And that's all, folks, for today. Hope you enjoyed this interview podcast, and we'll bring you more. We promise you we'll bring you more, and some more players and coaches and anyone related to sports, because that's what we do. And if you like the show, then please go ahead. If you're listening to us on YouTube, then like, share, subscribe, show your love, leave the comments, let us know what you think about it, and you want to see him back in action for all those who've been following him. And if you're listening to us, you can also listen to us on various other podcasting apps like iTunes, SoundCloud. You can also read up about all stories related to Indian football and other sports on our website, thefangarage.com. Have a great day, guys. Come back to us. We have a normal daily show that goes on. Cheers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Sorry to say, but there's been a slight delay due to the apocalypse having suddenly begun. As you can see, there's death, destruction, and chaos taking place all around us. But don't you worry, food and drinks will be served shortly, and I would recommend checking out
IVM Podcasts
to get some of your favorite Indian podcasts. We'll keep you going till this whole thing blows over. Thank you.